So today we are going to do some spoken word special music. I'll give you a little bit of background about this. It's a hymn on global wealth and poverty. It's by Carolyn Winfrey Gillette, and that's probably a name that many have become familiar with in our hymn singing. If Only I Had Known is a hymn she wrote after several mission trips to Honduras, one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere. Many of us have been privileged to go on mission trip to Honduras, but most of us probably cannot even begin to understand the wide gap between the rich and the poor that exists now. During one of those trips, a church worker in the capital city said, "God has brought you here for a reason, not as a tourist, not on a vacation, but for a reason. Your job here in Honduras is to find out what that reason is." If only I had known, says the rich man in the hymn. When have you experienced the troubling imbalance between rich and poor in this world? How have you seen the connection between what you eat, drink, wear, and use, and how other people in the world live? What is God calling us to do about it?
If only I had known. If only I had known the cost of human greed, perhaps I would have reached out more to those in need. But now I see the truth across the great divide. If only I had known and changed, the rich man cried.
If only we could see which bargains in the store are made in dismal sweatshops that oppress the poor. For each subsistence wage, each tiny, crippling stitch makes wider the divide between the poor and the rich.
And, too, if we could hear a mother's lullaby, she's singing now to calm her hungry toddler's cry. For rich ones came one day, took land and water rights, and left the poor with hopeless days and hungry nights.
If only we could learn what keeps us wanting more. We build our bigger barns so we'll feel more secure. But you alone, O God, give true security. Possessed by our possessions, we cannot be free.
Oh Christ, if we could know God's will for all the earth, and yet by your own Spirit, you have shown God's truth. Do justice, help the poor, share life and love and land, and when you see the hungry, open wide your hand.